Hello and welcome to Design or Design. My name is Maria and this channel is all about fashion. It's all about trends. Today we're going to be talking about the fall winter trends 2023-2024 for texture. Part 2. So what I do on this channel is I break up all of what I see on the runways into like these sections. Maybe you're interested in patterns, you just go to the pattern one. If you're interested in texture, you go to the texture one. I really hate when YouTubers have these huge long intros, so I'm just gonna get to it. But make sure to stay until the end because that will be the major trend that everybody is wearing, okay? Okay, deal? Yeah. Okay, let's just head into it and let's start with denim. So, okay, denim is basically the most wearable, the most tough texture that's just, it's so cool and nice to have. We have a lot of it on the runways and let's just get started. Alexander McQueen had more like a darker denim and featured in more of like a classier way. Stella McCartney had more of a distressed where they had parts of denim on other garments. Dior, just like a denim on denim. Versace, a little bit of a looser denim on denim as well. We also see it being worn in kind of like a pants made into skirts. The Mugler show where we have, once again, denim on denim, or maybe those shorts. What are those called? I don't remember. We also have more of like deconstructed trend in rock. I love rock, like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so very kind of messy. Y Project having like those underwear again, once again more of a deconstructed look in denim. Jean-Paul Gaultier also had kind of denim section on other garments, somewhat of a deconstructed trend as well. But mostly we see kind of a looser fit, more of a either straight leg or a wider leg jeans. We also see kind of like a baggier jackets, or sometimes even denim being used in more of a kind of a fancier outfit, something that you wouldn't really predict. Lots of deconstruction, but we'll talk about it a little bit later in this video. A little bit foreshadowing for you here. Okay, so next one would be fabric manipulation. So when I talk about fabric manipulation, I mean that it's just a regular fabric, but then that there's something done to it in order to make it more textured. So let's get into it. Fabric manipulation and exploring the art of creating mesmerizing textures. Gathers are a timeless technique that adds volume and dimension to any garment. By gently pulling up stitching fabric, designers create delicate folds that bring a touch of elegance and grace to a dress, blouse, or skirts. This can also be observed in draping techniques on many dresses like in Versace. Crepe fabric is a fashion favorite for its luxurious texture and subtle crinkle appearance. Its versatility makes it go-to choice for both casual and formal wear, giving the outfit a refined and sophisticated look. We see these in shows like Hermes and Louis Vuitton. So this crinkling effect of the fabric is very cool, but we also see that in kind of in Dior, which it has even like a cooler texture to it. Anyways, the gathering on fabrics on dresses is so flattering, depending on what section, of course, the gathering is happening. But it does hide a lot of imperfections, whether it's being like on your skin, maybe like a little cellulite, you know, everybody has it. So maybe you had a little bit too much to eat, so it kind of camouflages it. It's not that obvious. It also hides very well like underwear lines. That is amazing for us. So it's really good texture that it's very suitable for any figure, and we see like the whole entire dress would be in that texture, and I really like it. Pleats are fashion classics. They never go out of style. By folding and pressing fabrics in a specific way, designers create permanent creases that add structure and movement to skirt or trousers or even sleeves. We see them in shows like Victoria Beckham, Rock, and Balenciaga, and many more. As far as the pleats go, I love how it's been interpreted in Rock and Dior and like all of the shows. If you're a fan of this, I feel like it's really classic. It's really safe for anybody to invest into a pleated item because it's kind of not like a trend. It's like a classical trend that just continues from season to season, and just have fun with it. Like right now I'm wearing the faux leather skirt that's pleated and I love it. Like, most of the things were almost maxi dresses, but ruffles are all about embracing the whimsical side of fashion. These playful frills add drama and flair to dresses and tops, creating a dynamic and eye-catching look. We see them being a decorative aspect like in Y2K dresses in blue marine, as well as used in a heavier manner to form entire dresses, even coats, like the use in undercover. Ruffles are fun, but it depends on your kind of style, of course. Like for me, I tried doing a ruffle, but I feel like I'm just not girly enough for it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's too feminine. But I do love what Undercover did with the entire jackets being just like texturized by ruffles, but not quite the ruffle we think of when we think about like dresses, elegant, summer, yada yada yada. Anyway, some more textures that we've seen on the runways are like these kind of almost scale-like sweaters from Bottega Veneta. We also see kind of that in Giorgio Armani. Quilting is an intricate art form that brings texture to the forefront. By stitching layers of fabric together, designers create intricate patterns that not only add depth but also provide extra warmth and comfort. Many fashion houses already have a quilting pattern that they stick to, like Dior and their handbags. Elie Saab also had a quilting in the form of their logo, while Versace was manipulating fabric by quilting a croc leather texture, as I mentioned before. So majority of quilting was a classical square shape, or maybe kind of like a not a zigzag, but like a wave with a wave. I feel like this is a really easy one. We see this in pants as well, and a really good one for fall winter, as it creates a little bit more warmth to the outfit itself, and a little bit on a baggier side. Everything on a baggier side. Vivetta introduced quilting to dresses, jackets, and even pants. So if you are always cold during the season, make sure to check them out. Refined technique that elevates any garment that by sewing in cords or ribbons of various sizes, designers create neat and structured tucks that add a touch of sophistication to dresses, coats. This was especially popular in Jean Paul Gaultier haute couture show, with many dresses having this tubular effect. All right, and now you might have seen a little bit of shine on me, like, ooh, shiny. We see a lot of it on the runways, a lot. All right, here we are arrived to everything shiny and sparkly. There are so many full drama sparkle outfits on the runways. Let's dive into the world of dazzling fashion, but focus on incorporating sequins and glitter into everyday outfits instead, yeah? While sequins has long been associated with holiday parties, we're here to see how to rock these sparkling pieces with confidence and flair all year round. Sequin skirts are a fabulous addition to your wardrobe, but let's keep things chic and relaxed. Pair them with mohair turtleneck for glam punk vibe in the winter, or opt for a casual white ribbed tank top during the warmer months. Also, when playing with the shine and glimmer, keep in mind that shine brings visual volume, so use that to your advantage when balancing your figure. When it comes to adding a touch of bling without going overboard, sparkly accessories are your best friend. Try chandelier earrings with off-the-shoulder dress. There are plenty of sparkly bags out there. Even in the mass market, it is so safe to just opt out for a statement bag rather than being a huge disco ball. Saying that, I do love being a disco ball myself. And I actually really want to have a disco ball, but that conversation is for another video. Embrace the understated elegance with sequin tops. Style them with skirts for dressier occasions, or opt for denim to achieve that effortless model of duty look. When it comes to sequin pants, go for looser, elegant silhouettes. For dressier events, pair them with poplin top and point toe heel. Dress them down with a tank top or a button down, and stylish boots for more casual looks. Step away from the ordinary sequin blazer and experiment with the unexpected combinations. Layer your sequin jacket over lingerie for a bold statement, or pair it with the joggers or a bra top for trendy look. I cannot move on without pointing out the Sport Max uni boob dress. I'm all for experimentation, but this was not a successful one, in my opinion at least. Embrace the power of sequin dress all year round. For dressy occasions, go all out with robe dresses and funky platform heels to dress down. Layer your sequin dress over a button down or a t-shirt, or under a casual blazer like Valentino did a lot of that. Remember, the key to mastering sequins is all about mixing and matching unexpected separates and wearing them in confidence. Whether it's for a casual day or a glamorous evening affair, let your personality shine through with these sparkly pieces. What we see on our runways is more of a head-to-toe sequins look, or crystal, very bright and in-your-face ensembles. Moreover, this season, it's all about jewelry. Brands like Brandon Maxwell and Carolina Herrera gave their designs a royal touch with jewel embellishments evenly placed all over the garments. We also see this in Moschino. If you're looking for an easy way to add some gems to your wardrobe right now and get ahead of the trend, I suggest pinning maybe a jewelry brooch into the bomber jacket or button-down shirt. We also see Off-White having grommets, thanks Kimberly, as a shiny detail while not talking it too far. Honestly, I learned from you guys a lot. So whenever you see me struggling with naming anything, you'd be like, that minute, that thing in that show is called this. And I kind of jot it down, try not to forget it next time I film. Something I really enjoyed about the season's runway shows was the continuation of trends. The metallic trend is a great example of a micro trend that continues to grow into a mainstream. Michael Kors created a monochrome metallic look by pairing sparkly jumpsuit with a matte gray coat. Pranza Schuler leaned into the metallic and created the gorgeous car crash metal dress. Whether the fabric appears to have been shaped and impounded. For dazzling footwear statement, go for the metallic shoes with the voluminous dress. For a dressy occasion, to dress them down, pair them with stylish boiler suit or loose cut jeans. On more subtle, shiny spectrum, we had garments with metallic threads that gave a little shine here and there to the outfit without being overly powerful. If you want to go out, go ahead. There is plenty of examples here where they have sequins or rhinestones from head to toe, and like, go for it. Like, if you are confident enough for this, go ahead. I would be like, I love. I love making a statement, and I don't know, like I feel like everybody just thinks too much about themselves, and they're thinking, oh, what are other people gonna think of me? While other people are thinking exactly the same thing, what other people are gonna think about me? And in reality, we don't think about other people as much as we think about ourselves. Well, anyways, if you're enjoying this content so far, please consider to like this video and maybe leave me a nice little comment down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, we have a lot of 3D florals. Every once in a while, a trend will seemingly reach a peak in popularity before it even gets a moment to take over the runways. This is the case with the roses or floral applique trend, which seem to be multiplying in designers' collection by the dozen. Carolina Herrera, David Coma, Jill Sanders, Prada were a few of many designers to add floral applique details to their runway pieces. For every piece with rosettes or runway this season, there was a double being worn in a street style photos and in the front row of the actual shows. The trend is primarily being sported through neckties and handbags right now, but it will probably begin to transition into the actual clothing pieces over the next few months. There are plenty of examples of this in fabric format, as well as crystallized ones such as in Miu Miu. As I mentioned, the trend took over so quickly that I didn't even have a chance to bring a lot of attention to it in the previous season. I did mention it though in the accessory video, but I'm not sure if it's a good thing. Usually a trend that hits this hard also fades just as fast. So if you have a floral brooch at home, maybe give it a go. I'll definitely do some sort of a DIY from what I have here. There are plenty of videos on how to make floral choker from a small headscarf. Maybe start with that. All right, let's talk about feathers now. I feel like feathers are so extra. Like if you want to be extra, you can be extra. There is like this feel of these like Hollywood golden age where, you know, this like beautiful women in their silk robes with like feathers everywhere. You just assume that it's like a rich person, that they can afford to take care of this garment, because like it's really weird. Like, how is it dry clean only? I would guess so. We also have like these little details in Valentino of having feathers coming out of these boots. Just a lot of little details in feathers everywhere. Loewe also had a few garments, but more on like not so extravagant. It's just an interesting take on a everyday outfit of just having like a t-shirt and a pair of pants, but having feathers on it. We also see this in Burberry, kind of a little detail on a sweater or a full jacket. We have a lot of like full jackets of feathers, which is interesting. Well, feathers are like naturally water repellent, at least ducks ones are. I'm not sure about all these ostrich feathers out there. Are like, how proof are they? Because these are like the under feathers, they're not like the ones that are protecting it, right? Dolce & Gabbana had so many around the head details with crazy feathers, like different types of feathers too. I'm really interested in how it's gonna look like in the real world. Let's move on to beads. Okay, so it's kind of like a offset of the shiny trend, but we see beads kind of in a format of a fringe, maybe in Balmain. We also see them being kind of like polka dots on the garments as well, all around. So it adds a really cool texture, but it is very, very expensive. Like so expensive to have beaded work on the runway, especially on ready to wear. We also have this in Givenchy, and they have kind of like a falling apart looks with them, and it's really interesting. It's kind of like almost organic. We also see an off-white, this whole men's suit short thing with like little buttons and rhinestones. Really cool look. Lanvin also having kind of almost a messy polka dot with I'm not sure if they're pearls or they're like little beads of some sort, and some beads more on a clearer side, so it just adds the texture to it rather than like a color, I guess. We also see this in blue marine, and yes. All right, we are somewhat coming to a close, but we still see the major trend, and it is the distressed looks. But let's start with wrinkles. So this is another way of manipulating fabric for sure. We see a lot of it, and this is the kind of the second season, I would say, that we have so many wrinkled up clothing. And even in Diesel, we have kind of a melted plastic looks that I'm like, it's making me physically sick. I don't really like it. But wrinkled stuff, how would you wear it? I would think about pairing it with a contrasting material. So maybe something like leather, something that is not wrinkly, or maybe if you're wearing maybe wrinkly pants, having an iron shirt, so there is a big contrast of the textures, and people would be like, okay, this is just the trend, right? It's not like that she was too lazy to iron her pants. Look at her flawless shirt, you know what I mean? We see this trend being in Dior, and Dress Van Noten, Lanvin, Missoni, and so many other shows. A lot of shows, yes. Moschino also had that kind of a textured, wrinkly appearance. But let's move on to the distressed feel. We see a lot of distressed looks on the runways, whether it's leather, maybe with some kind of weird paint on it, a lot of knitwear with holes and maybe a raw edge. Maybe it's like running, like, you know, when you get the tights and it runs. So that in wood knitwear. We also see kind of like this more of organic dresses with holes in them. In Y project, we see a lot of denim sewn onto the garments, but it's kind of like weaving apart. Once again, plenty of knitwear with holes in them. If you have a whole knitwear situation, wear it out, maybe make some more holes. Like, what else are you gonna do? Just throw it away, probably. Just have a blast with it. We see this being in like dresses, like in blue marine, having kind of a fringe, but a very messy fringe, just as if it's a mop of some sort, but in red, I guess. Caperni also had a few dresses and skirts with a few hems that are kind of like ripped apart as if it's like paper. We also see Diesel combining the sheer trend and this distress trend, as if the clothing was like on a net and it like rubbed and all of the extra fell apart. We also see it being in like more of a knitted one. I'm so curious how structurally sound these pieces are. Like, if you were to wash them, how are they gonna go and how are they being produced? Anyway, so once again, some paint monstrosity here from the Diesel show, and a lot of dresses as if they were kind of like ripped to shreds by animals, but no blood, no blood. We also see kind of like wearing of a way of colors, like in the jean format, you know, like acid wash jeans. Yes, those. I still see videos of people saying, oh, all of these huge holes are not trendy anymore. It's an anti-trend. Look at this. Look at these. These are so holy. We also see this in GCDS with the sweater and everything. We also see this in Rick Owens, kind of having these garments that are falling apart almost. So here we are. I hope that this was inspirational for you to make your outfits a little bit more complex, or just to play around with texture. It's so easy. You can have a monochromatic outfit with different textures and it will already bring this like spice to it, even though everything is one color. Like for instance, in black you can have a fuzzy top, maybe leather pants, maybe patent leather shoes, and like a knitted bag. I don't know, like I'm making things up as I go. But all these textures will create this interest, and like if somebody would like to like inspect your outfit more, it will grab somebody's eye just with these little things. And of course you can do different colors as well, but it is very easy to start, and sometimes people don't even realize that they're already doing it. And it's so interesting that the distressed everything is coming back. So if you have like a pair of denim that was totally distressed and you just don't wear it anymore because it was like everybody was saying don't wear it, then go ahead, wear it. I know that I've taken a few of the jackets, like denim jackets with holes in them, out of my closet. I kind of manipulated a little bit. In the previous video, I was in the cropped jacket, which I just like, I didn't like the length of it, so I cropped it, so now I like it more. But it has some distressed patches here and there. Moving on. I did want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes from my last episode. I hope there were birthday wishes because I'm filming this a week ahead, but anyways. Thank you very much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please maybe leave me a little nice comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not already, then please do subscribe. I am trying to figure out whether this YouTube thing is something that I should still pursue as maybe a career. This is the season that it will tell me if it's happening or not. I wanted to grow to 50,000 by the end of the year, but I don't think it's gonna work out. So maybe if I'll grow to like 30,000, then it will be a sign for me to continue. But yeah, as you can see, my videos are very visually intense, so it takes very long time to edit and gather all the information, so it's very time intensive. And anyways, I'll stop complaining. If you guys want to see what I wear from day to day, then go ahead and check out my Instagram, and you can message me there. Maybe like if you're having a trouble with a certain piece in your closet, like you don't know how to style it, just take a picture, send to me, and I'll let you know like what I would do just from the top of my head with this, and maybe it will give you a little bit of more ideas of where to go from there. But anyways, thank you very much for watching to the end again. I really appreciate you, and yeah, stay classy. Bye.